Hi, I'm Mr. Phillips.
And I'm Kathleen.
This year, we set out with an ambitious task for our drama STEAM class to perform a play at the conclusion of the school year. The play, Same Room, Different Story, afforded students the opportunity to portray multiple characters, with the original intention being that each scene be student directed. When the school year transitioned into distance learning, we decided to do a virtual play reading utilizing Zoom, where stage directions would be read aloud and students would act out their parts. The individual scenes met several times over the course of 6 or so weeks for a total class time of roughly 40 hours. We also provided students with the opportunity to meet with and ask questions of Claire Broome, the playwright of Same Room, Different Story, during our final full class Zoom meeting.
It has been an intense few months putting this production together, between trying to align both the schedules and Wi-Fi connections of an entire class, some of whom were in different states and even different time zones, along with the inherent difficulties of having to act with other people when not physically being with them. The students remained dedicated and were able to come together in different rooms for the same story. We are extremely proud of all of the students involved, including those whose technological difficulties kept them from appearing in the final recording.
We hope you enjoy this performance.
Hello, my name is Claire Broome, and I am the playwright of Same Room, Different Story. I am so excited that the students of Hall Memorial are going to be sharing this show with you. I got a chance to be able to speak with these incredible students, and I was really impressed with their questions, but more importantly, I was so impressed with their dedication to the rehearsal process. But isn't that the power of drama in education? Students learn that they are responsible and that they need to be reliable to each other. They also learn problem-solving skills and critical thinking, and they also learn how to create a community. And in these distance times, isn't that what we need the most? I want to thank the students of Hall Memorial for putting in such hard work and being able to put this show together. Thank you to their parents for helping them with technical support or running lines and even encouraging them. And a very, very special thank you to Mr. Phillips and Kathleen for choosing the show, but also going above and beyond and really putting in so much time and effort to be able to share this work. Thank you. So I hope that you enjoy Same Room, Different Story. Thank you.
The first scene is surprise. I'm Sam, and I'll be reading stage directions.
I'm Veronica, and I'll be reading Lexi.
I'm Cam, and I'll be reading for Noah.
I'm Leah, and I'll be playing Julia.
I'm Tulia, and I'll be reading for Dylan.
The room is dimly lit. Dylan, Lexi, Julia, and Noah are trying to hide in the bedroom. Noah is not trying as hard as the others to hide.
I didn't say anything.
Just be quiet.
Are you sure she's actually coming?
Yes, be quiet.
We've been hiding forever.
It's been like 5 minutes.
I think it's been longer than that.
Then that means Sam will be here any minute, so be quiet. And Noah, find a better place to hide.
There isn't anywhere else to hide.
Well, crouch down at least or something.
This is so stupid.
Why are we waiting in Sam's room again?
Because it will be more of a surprise.
How?
When it's your birthday, you always expect to open the front door, turn on the lights, and everyone shouts surprise.
I don't expect that.
But the problem is, when you come in the front door, you see everyone's shoes at the front door. So you already know what is going to happen.
Why not just move the shoes?
Yeah, just move the shoes.
It's not just that. When you open the door and turn on the lights and everyone yells surprise, that's it. The surprise is over. How special is that?
How is this any different?
Because Sam will go upstairs thinking there is no surprise party, and then we'll be here, and it will be a great surprise.
I still don't get how this is any different from just being downstairs and shouting surprise.
It is. Trust me.
Is Sam going to be okay with all of us in here?
Why not?
Well, I don't know how I would feel having my friends go into my room without me knowing.
Why?
Because I wouldn't have time to hide things.
What's in your room?
You know, stuff. Personal stuff. Stuff I wouldn't want everyone to see.
Like what?
Like, I don't know. What if I still slept with a stuffed animal?
You sleep with a stuffed animal?
No, but
Like what? A bear? A teddy bear?
it was a bad example.
What's the bear's name?
There is no bear. I don't sleep with a bear.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Julia, you sleep with a teddy bear?
No, but there isn't anything wrong with that. I mean, it's not hurting anybody.
Or any bear?
Can you guys be quiet? Sam is going to be here soon.
What if Noah is right? What if he's upset that we're here? That'd be kind of a crappy birthday surprise.
Sam is going to love this, okay?
What makes you think Sam's gonna like this?
Why wouldn't she?
Of what we know about Sam, why would she like this?
Julia's right. Sam hates it if you even look inside her pencil case.
Look around Sam's room. There isn't anything here that she wouldn't want us to see.
Well, we haven't really looked. We don't know what she has in her desk or dresser.
There isn't anything.
But how would Sam know that we didn't go through her stuff? What if we were looking for a place to hide and found something in her closet?
I could always find her closet.
Don't go in her closet.
What are we doing here? Seriously, why would anyone want a surprise party? Just seems like a cool joke so we can all say, I got you. See, I was able to keep a secret from you and I lied to you for weeks.
Weeks? I was just told about this today.
No, I think it says, we care about you and took time to figure out how we could surprise you.
I think it says, let's use a cliche to show how much we care because we aren't very creative.
Hey,
Noah, that's not fair.
It's true.
Why was I told about this just today?
Ignoring Dylan to Noah.
Then what would you do?
Why don't we just tell her? Tell her how much we care about her and that we're so glad she's around.
Trying to act surprised.
Really?
As a
Cover.
friend. As a friend.
Sure, if you say so.
Come on. Seriously. This is creepy. Who really likes to be scared like that? People jumping out at you?
Knowing that people have been talking about you behind your back planning this, and only letting some people know about the plan the day of?
that's because you have a big mouth.
Maybe this is really creepy.
It's totally creepy. Oh my gosh, guys, what are we going to do? She's going to be expecting something.
Why would she be expecting something?
I told her we had something big planned.
Who has the big mouth now?
Why would you go and do something like that?
I thought this was going to be dry.
I don't know. I just wanted her to know that we were doing something.
Sam knows how much we care about her.
Julia and Noah exchanged a look.
Does she? I mean, really, how often do we tell each other how much we care about each other?
Lexi, you are a fantastic friend. Sam knows that. She knows how lucky she is to have you.
I don't know.
Are you kidding me? Remember Sam's play when we all gave her a standing ovation?
Yeah, but
Remember, we all went camping on Sam's birthday weekend, even though it was raining.
we had fun.
Sometimes we just have to be there, so we care.
You should write greeting cards.
Okay, so then, what should we do?
What do you mean?
What do we do? Sam is going to be here any minute. What do we do?
Let's get some paper. Write a message for us to hold up when she gets home.
Sounds like a great idea.
And it's cheap.
Okay, but we'd better get started. She'll be here any minute.
Does she have any paper?
Don't go through her drawers.
Does anyone have any paper?
Of course not. You told us to bring anything with us.
What are we going to do?
Okay, so the sign isn't going to work. But shouldn't we leave Sam's room before she gets here?
But we don't have anything to surprise her with.
Okay, just hear me out. What if we open the drawers of her desk?
Noah,
Listen, we open one drawer at a time and just peek to see if there's paper in the drawer. And then if, and only if we believe there's paper in there, then we'll take it out. We'll make sure that we don't disturb anything.
I think that's a fair plan. What do you think, Dylan?
I guess, as long as we're careful.
Lexi?
What choice do we have? I don't want to ruin Sam's birthday.
Okay.
I'll be the lookout.
Why do we need a look?
If Sam came home early and came upstairs, she wouldn't want to catch us going through her drawers.
Maybe this isn't a good idea.
Look, I'll squawk if she's coming up.
Why would you squawk? Why would a bird who squawks be in her house? She doesn't have a bird. That's not suspicious or anything.
You got a better idea?
What about coming to the door and saying, "Hey, she's here"?
But then she'll know we're here.
Defeated and sulking.
Guys, I give up. Seriously, this was a bad idea. Let's just go downstairs and wait for Sam to turn on the lights downstairs, and we'll shout, "Surprise!" Go with the traditional, I guess.
We could always hide our shoes. That way she won't know we're here.
Sure, let's hide our shoes. That will be creative.
What if instead of shouting surprise, we shout something we like about it?
Wouldn't that just sound like a bunch of noise?
I don't think Sam would like a bunch of noise.
We can all say happy birthday, and then we can take turns saying what we like about Sam.
That sounds kind of nice, actually.
Thanks, Lex.
So, what are we going to say?
To Lexi.
Why don't you go first?
Okay, I would say, Sam, you are my best friend. Thank you for helping me with my homework and bringing me lunch when I say I am too busy to make my own. I love you.
That's what you're going to say? Really?
What is wrong with that?
I don't know. It isn't really about Sam, is it? It's about what she does for you.
Okay, Noah, what would you say?
I would say,
Wait,
Hearing a noise.
what's that?
What?
Key in the door, get downstairs.
Lexi and Dylan rush out. Noah starts to exit. Julia stops him.
So you're gonna tell her, right?
tell her what?
You know, how you feel about her.
Yeah, sure. Isn't that the plan?
Better be. Poor gonna be beating herself up for weeks if her plan fails.
I've been trying to tell Sam how I feel about her for months.
I know. Here's your chance. You better take it. Don't mess up.
Okay, here we go.
Julia and Noah exit.
The next scene is again. I'm Cam, and I'll be reading stage directions.
I'm Talia, and I'll be reading Rory.
I'm Charlotte, and I'll be reading Riley.
Throughout the play, there should be muffled voices arguing. The sound rises and falls. Rory enters, sees Riley, shuts the door, and sits next to Riley.
Mind if I come in?
Come on in.
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are heard.
So what started it this time?
Does it even matter?
I guess not.
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are louder, then fade down.
Riley, they sound angrier tonight.
I guess so.
No idea what this is about?
Same old thing, I guess.
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are louder, then fade down.
This kind of sucks. I was hoping to watch Theater Walking tonight.
Is it a new one?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to record it.
You can find it online tomorrow.
Only after Connor spoiled it for me.
Why do you hang out with that guy anyway?
He's not so bad.
Real friends don't tell you spoilers.
He just can't keep a secret.
Some friend.
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are louder, then fade down.
Do you think it'll ever stop?
Connor's spoiling the dead are walking? He's got a big mouth and can't.
No. Mom and Dad fighting.
Oh, I guess so. It has to. I mean, they can't argue all night. They won't. At some point, Mom will go to her room and slam the door as always.
No, I mean them not arguing anymore. I mean, ever.
I don't know. Haven't they always argued?
As far as I can remember.
That's just how they are.
But is that how they should be?
I don't know. That's how some relationships are, I guess.
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are louder, then fade down.
I'm never getting married if that's how it is.
They love each other.
Do they?
Of course, they're our parents.
But that doesn't mean that they automatically love each other.
They got married.
People make mistakes.
What are you saying? So what? They fight. It doesn't mean they're not supposed to be together.
But they fight all the time.
They don't fight all the time.
When was the last time we just had a family dinner or went out to the movies without a fight starting? Being out of milk this morning?
Well,
overcooking the burgers yesterday?
that was the barbecue.
On the weekend when Grandma came to visit. When you get married, is this how you want things to be?
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are louder, then fade down.
So what's happening on the dead are walking?
That's what you want to talk about?
Sounds like we're going to be here for a while, so yeah, tell me about it.
Are you going to start making fun of it?
How stupid is the plot these days?
Riley,
Have they introduced vampires or werewolves?
I'm not going to tell you if you are.
Okay. I won't make fun of your show.
Fine. Austin and Jody are fighting about whether or not they should leave the compound.
Okay.
They know that someday food will run out and there'll be nothing left, and they'll be trapped in the compound.
Okay.
So they're fighting about what to do next.
What are they fighting about? Seems like an easy decision.
They don't know if there's anything better out there for them to find. They know things can't last, but they're scared to see what else could happen to them outside of the compound. The compound is all they know.
It's the only safety they know.
Right.
So that's what the episode is about?
Yeah. What do you think the characters should do?
Do you think I'm that stupid?
What?
You're talking about Mom and Dad.
I'm not.
Really?
No, seriously. Check the episode synopsis.
Whatever.
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are louder, then fade down.
So, what should Austin and Jody do?
This isn't TV, Rory.
I know.
On TV, things are predictable.
Sometimes, but answer the question.
Do you think they're almost done arguing?
I don't think they'll ever be done arguing.
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are louder, then fade down.
What do you think if we gave them permission to separate?
What? We can't do that.
Why not?
It's their relationship.
But it's our family. It affects us. How many times have we hidden away here so we're out of the way? How many times have we fallen asleep here waiting for them to stop? This isn't how a family should be.
Maybe this is how it is. We don't talk to our friends about stuff like this, right?
We know it's not like this.
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are louder, then fade down.
How do we even do that?
Sit them down and say, Mom, Dad, you fight all the time. We think you need a break from each other. Separate for a while and see if anything changes. See if you miss each other.
You've been thinking about this for a while, haven't you?
For a bit.
I couldn't say that to them.
Fine. We could write them a letter. Dear Mom and Dad, we are sick of hearing you fight and we need a break. Please separate for a while. Love, Riley and Rory.
Why does my name have to go first?
Fine. Rory and Riley.
I'm not doing that.
Something has to change.
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are louder, then fade down.
We could leave divorce lawyer cards around the house, or even divorce lawyer ads from newspapers.
Are you hearing yourself? This is crazy.
Our family is crazy.
All families are crazy, one way or another.
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are louder, then fade down.
Listen to that. This isn't okay.
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are louder, then fade down.
I wish this was TV. Someone would make a joke and Mom and Dad would stop fighting and start to laugh.
Or sappy music would play.
Or they would have to work together to save us from a kidnapping plot and realize how much they love each other. I don't know.
Or they would have
I don't know. Or they would end up all dressed up and see each other from across the room.
or get our brains eaten by zombies.
Rory starts to mime eating someone's brain.
Right. Maybe reality's better.
There's a pause. Muffled voices arguing are louder. Riley and Rory look at each other. The voices fade down.
Maybe not.
So what do you want to do?
Maybe we could tell them how we feel about all the fighting. Maybe tell them how we feel about having to hide in here, how we're worried about them.
Do you think they'll listen?
I don't know. I just think they need to know how we feel. It's our house too.
Do you want to talk to them now?
There's a muffled door slam.
I guess we'll have to wait until tomorrow.
What time is it?
10 after 8.
Do you want to go watch The Dead Are Walking? We missed the first 10 minutes, but it was probably mostly commercials.
Really? I thought you didn't like that show.
It's not my favorite, but maybe I can get into it.
Are you going to make fun of the zombies?
Why don't people just run? Zombies walk so slowly.
You mean like this?
Rory starts to walk like a stereotypical zombie while following Riley walking out.
Exactly.
Riley starts to walk backwards.
I mean, I can even walk backwards and outwalk a zombie. How are zombies even scary?
Riley exits.
I'd like to see you say that while they're eating your brains.
Rory exits. The next scene is homework. I'm Cam, and I'll be reading stage directions.
I'm Paul, and I'll be playing the part of Scott.
I'm Veronica, and I'll be playing Scott's brain.
I'm Sydney, and I'll be reading Kinda.
I'm Alexis, and I'll be playing Kinda's brain.
Scott and Kinda never make eye contact or look at each other at the same time until the end of the play. They will each have a notebook and a copy of Romeo and Juliet.
Here we are doing this again.
Here we are doing this again. For the past 8 weeks, every Thursday,
Kinda comes over to work on English homework. An awkward silence.
An awkward silence.
At the start of the semester, Mr. Oliver, our English teacher, assigned everyone a study buddy.
I got Scott. I don't really know him.
She sat 2 rows ahead of me in class.
He's on a lot of sports teams. Our paths just never really crossed.
I saw her in last year's school play. I thought she was kind of cute.
Scott quickly looks at Kaina, then looks away.
We tried to work at my house, but my parents insisted we work at the kitchen table.
Kaina has 3 brothers.
It was just too loud and the guys were being goofy, so I came over to Scott's house. His parents are so cool.
Distracted. Mom and Dad run their own catering business from home. It's just easier to work here.
Scott's brain indicating to the bedroom.
My parents would never let me have a guy in my bedroom, even if we were just studying.
So for the past 8 weeks, Kaina comes over and we're supposed to work on our weekly English assignment.
The first few assignments were easy.
The kind of get-to-know-you stuff that your teacher gets you to do at the start of the semester. That's when I found out Kaina likes baseball.
He liked Shakespeare. I know. I was shocked too.
She likes action movies.
He likes action movies. But I mean, who doesn't like action movies?
She likes roller coasters.
He likes roller coasters.
She wants to do well in school so that she can become a writer.
Family's really important to him.
She says that she loves performing on stage, that being a character is sometimes easier than being herself.
He likes being on the school soccer team.
She's a good actor, but I like it when she's just herself.
He likes being a part of a team.
She has these little habits. I started to notice them a few weeks ago. Like when she's getting bored, she bites her pen.
Kaina starts biting the end of her pen.
Or when she is going to make a weird connection, she makes a face.
Kaina makes a face. Kaina to
You know what I find weird?
What's that?
Okay, so Romeo and Juliet is about these 2 teenagers who are in love and want to get married, right?
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, people didn't get married because they loved each other. That's modern notion of marriage. I read this article about it. Let me see if I can find it.
Kaina starts searching her phone.
This is killing me. When we started to study Romeo and Juliet, I thought this was my chance. This was my chance to...
Here it is.
Here what is?
Here
Your
what
chance.
is?
Your chance.
What?
What?
Read this article. Here, come look.
Scott gets up and sits next to Kaina so he can look at her phone.
See, right here it says, marriage was used to create alliances between families. Girls would be married off because then the family would get a goat or would increase wealth in some way. In the 12th and 13th centuries, extramarital affairs were considered the highest form of romance.
This is torture. She is sitting so close to me. It is so nice, though. I just want her to keep talking. I just wish I had the words to.
So you get what I mean?
No, not really.
If marriage was a business contract when Romeo and Juliet took place, and when it was written, then why didn't they just get married to other people and have an affair?
I don't know.
It wasn't until the 1920s that people were encouraged to marry for love.
Shakespeare was a progressive thinker?
Kaina looks like she's about to say something and begins doing her face, then goes back to her books. Scott returns to his books.
So now I will sit here and pretend to study while I try to think of something to say. Some way to get her
to notice me.
To notice me.
Sometimes I say the stupidest things just to make conversation. Does it really matter whether or not marriage was a business contract, the time of Romeo and Juliet?
Kaina's brain thinks and makes the face.
Okay, maybe that's not so stupid. But I don't want him to think that affairs are okay.
Which act is the balcony scene?
What?
What?
The balcony scene. It is Act 2, right?
Act 2, Scene 2.
Right.
Scott starts flipping through his script. Kindness brain indicating to the Romeo and Juliet script.
Here, they make it look so easy. Romeo and Juliet have the words. Juliet doesn't show Romeo articles on the internet. She doesn't question the use of a comma or a semicolon. She just...
Exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
What?
What?
It's Romeo and Juliet's contract. It may not have been for land or goat, but it was an offering of exchange of vows of
Words.
words.
Birds.
Words.
What I wouldn't do.
To have Shakespeare tell me what to say.
He makes it look so easy, as if the words are easily in reach.
Juliet even knew Romeo was listening when she was standing out on the balcony as she professed her love. I could never do that.
I can barely make eye contact.
I just wish
I
I was standing on a balcony.
I could say the words.
I could speak the subtext.
That I could...
There's an uncomfortable silence. Kinda and Scott start shuffling through papers.
So,
Yeah?
do you?
Kindness brain and Scott's brain focus in on Kinda.
Do I?
Do you?
Come on.
Do you?
Take a chance. You can do it.
Feel ready for
Come on.
Tomorrow's test?
Oh, hey, I think so.
Good.
Do you, feel ready for
Oh, wow.
tomorrow's test?
Why do I even show up?
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
Well done.
Kinda and Scott look at each other.
It's just a test, right?
Right.
I mean, it's not going to
Make or break.
make or break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott and Kinda stare at each other for a while.
Oh, do something.
Say something.
Make a joke.
Compliment her.
Tell him how much you love spending time with him.
Kiss her.
There's a long pause.
Well,
I
should go.
I guess you should.
Kinda puts her stuff into her backpack.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Good luck on tomorrow's test.
You too.
Well, good night.
Night.
Kinda pauses for a moment, then leaves. Kinda's brain follows.
You're an idiot.
I know.
Scott and Scott's brain exit.
The next scene will be Gone. I'm Leah and I'll be reading stage directions.
I'm Charlotte. I'm reading Nor.
I'm Rain and I'm reading Kyra.
I'm Cam and I'm reading for Isaac.
I'm Olivia and I'm reading Mateo.
I'm Veronica. I'm reading Ava.
I'm Sam and I'll be reading for Jordan.
Nora can be heard calling off stage.
Well, don't touch anything.
Isaac rushes into the room, but stops in the doorway. He steps in and takes a breath and looks around. Kyra's offstage calling.
Isaac, where are you?
In here.
Kyra's entering through the doorway.
Sorry I'm late.
Looks around the room.
Aren't you going to go in?
Yeah, I was just...
Kyra waits a moment for Isaac's Isaac to step further into the room. Isaac doesn't move.
Want me to go first?
Isaac doesn't respond.
I'll go first.
Kyra starts to walk in, but Isaac stops her.
What?
I just...
Do you want to do this or not?
Okay.
Isaac takes a few steps forward.
See? Not so bad.
Kyra walks into the room.
It's not like...
Hey.
Kyra screams in surprise.
Jeez, Mateo, you scared the crap out of me.
I told you I was coming.
I know, but jeez.
So what did you find?
We just got here. We haven't started to look.
Mateo moves towards the desk.
Well, let's start looking.
No, don't.
What?
I don't know if we should be doing this.
Isaac, this was your idea.
I know.
You said you wanted to know why.
I know. I just... Being here, it doesn't feel right.
Okay, then we'll go.
Mateo to Isaac.
Nora's never going to get the keys for us again.
Okay.
His parents are out. This is going to be our only chance to.
Mateo, leave Isaac alone. Let's go.
Isaac and Kyra starts to leave. Mateo doesn't move.
No, he's my friend too, you know.
Kyra and Isaac stop and look at Mateo.
He's my friend and I need to know why.
Offstage, Nora.
Can you stop yelling? Someone's going to
Entering the room.
hear us. What's going on? Did you find something?
We haven't started looking yet.
Why are you wasting time?
We're not. We're just...
Isaac's walking back into the room.
We're just getting started.
Okay, so where do you want to start? Do you even know what you're looking for?
No, but there has to be something.
No one moves.
Why don't we look in the desk?
Kyra walks over to the desk and opens the drawer.
Just be careful. They don't need to think they've been robbed, too.
Okay.
Kyra starts to carefully look through the full drawer. Isaac starts to look through the dresser drawer.
I'll look under the bed.
Mateo looks under the bed.
I can't see anything.
Want my phone?
Yeah.
Nora hands Mateo her phone. Nora stands in the doorway.
Man, you hear about these things. You just don't think that it happened next door. I mean, his family seems so normal.
They are normal. They're really nice, actually.
Then why would he?
I don't know.
A text message can be heard from under the bed.
Hey, you got a message.
Well, give me my phone.
Ava is waiting outside of your house.
Shoot, I forgot she was coming over.
Don't worry, I got it.
Give me my phone.
Don't worry, I got it.
What did you say?
Mateo is coming out from under the bed.
I told her to come here. The door is open.
Are you nuts? Are you going to tell everyone what we're doing here?
Jordan's coming over too.
What? Does everyone know about this?
We're not doing anything wrong.
You're trespassing. You don't have permission to be here. It's illegal.
Well, so are you. Better make sure that Ava keeps her mouth shut.
Can Eva keep her mouth shut?
Why do you say that?
I don't know her that well, but she does like to gossip.
She won't say anything.
You sure?
She won't. She won't.
Okay.
Kyra starts to dig through the drawer again. Holds up a photo.
Hey, look what I found.
Let me see.
Isaac stands next to Kyra.
I forgot about that. It's when we went on that school trip to the science center in grade 8.
Nice glasses, Mateo.
Mateo's getting up from under the bed.
Let me see.
Mateo walks over to see the picture.
Well, nice bangs there, Kyra.
That was the style.
Maybe 3 years ago.
It was 3 years ago.
Look how happy we all look.
Isaac, Kyra, and Mateo look at the photo.
You should put that back before you forget where you found it.
Right.
Kyra puts the photo back in the drawer. Isaac goes back to the dresser, and Mateo looks under the bed.
It's really weird being here.
Nora looks around the room and out the door.
Really weird.
Nor.
No, serious, it's weird. I mean, his house is exactly like mine, just flipped around, backwards.
That's what builders do. They build the same house over and over again to save money on blueprints.
But they aren't saving money on blueprints. What are they doing? Just taking the design, turning it over, and photocopying it?
No, just reversing the architectural design.
I don't know.
Nora steps off the date.
Even the bathroom setup seems weird.
Nora turns from the doorway.
I wonder what else is different.
Nora speaks to Mateo under the bed.
What the heck is under that bed that you're still looking?
He's got a bunch of shoe boxes.
Well, what's in them?
I don't know. Shoes, I guess. They're shoe boxes.
You don't know that.
I don't know if I should.
Ava entered.
Nor, what is going on?
It's a long story.
Ava steps across the room.
You know this is illegal, right?
Mateo from under the bed.
Well, you're here with us too, so you're breaking the law just like us.
No, I was told to come over.
It doesn't work that way.
Jordan enters and stands behind Nora.
What doesn't work that way?
They all jump at the sound of Jordan's voice. Mateo's coming out from under the bed, rubbing his head.
Do I have a bump?
Kyra looks at Mateo's head.
No.
Feel it. Right here.
Kyra touches Mateo's head.
Ow, be careful.
I don't feel anything.
Feels like I have a bump.
Did you find anything?
Just a bunch of shoe boxes.
Let me look.
Mateo hands Jordan Nora's phone and goes under the bed.
Don't waste the battery in my phone.
Jordan from under the bed.
Hey,
Jordan comes out from under the bed with a shoebox.
he's got my poker set. He stole my poker set.
Jordan opens the box and starts sorting through it.
It's all here. What the heck? I even asked him about it.
He didn't steal your poker set.
It's right here. It was under his bed.
I took it and I put it under his bed a couple months ago.
What? Why?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
All the time, Jordan. No one wins that often.
You do if you know how to play the game.
You're not that good.
Oh yeah? Right now. Let's go.
Jordan starts to shuffle the cards from the poker set.
No. You're going to put that back.
It's mine.
We're leaving this room exactly how we found it.
But it's mine.
I don't care whose it is, it's not leaving this room.
It's not fair.
Can you guys stop it?
Everyone looks at Isaac.
Who cares about some stupid poker set?
Isaac slams the drawer he was looking through and starts to look in another one.
Maybe we should go.
Yeah, this doesn't seem right. Isaac, we're not gonna find anything.
Let's get going.
Mateo, Kyra, and Jordan start to exit.
No.
Isaac.
No, I'm not leaving. There has to be something here. There has to be something here. I looked in his locker. I went through his school bag. I even checked his textbooks for a doodle or a piece of paper or a newspaper article. Just something. Just something that would, I don't know, just something.
Isaac.
He's gone. Why is he gone? Can you answer me that? Because I can't. Why would he?
Isaac paused. Isaac looks around the room.
Why does his room look so normal? It's like he's gonna walk in and we're gonna hang out. Like he just gone to get some ice cream from the kitchen, and is on his way back up, but he's not. He's not. He's not. And I just don't understand why. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This was stupid. I don't even know why I'm here.
Because you miss him. Say it.
What?
Say it. Say you miss him.
Why do I have to say it?
Maybe because if he said what he was feeling, we wouldn't be here. You came here looking for an answer. Well, there it is.
I miss him.
And?
And I'm sad. And I'm angry and confused, and I don't even know how to explain how I feel.
I know how you feel.
I can't believe it. I mean, it just doesn't seem real.
I can't believe that I didn't see it coming.
None of us did.
We should put things back where we found them. We should get going.
Kyra carefully closes the drawer to the desk. Jordan puts the shoebox with the poker set inside back under the bed. Isaac closes the drawer of the dress.
You coming? Shoot, that's not it. Come on. I think we might have some ice cream in our freezer.
Kyra, Jordan, and Mateo walk toward the door. Nor to Isaac.
You coming?
I don't want ice cream.
Then just come over anyway.
Okay.
They all exit except for Nora and Ava.
Nor, what are you doing?
Getting ice cream?
No, I mean with them.
What do you mean with them?
We never talk to them.
Maybe we should.
They're weird. You've heard what people have been saying about
Ava pauses and looks around the room.
him.
It doesn't make it true. Besides, we don't know what really happened.
Come on, it's obvious, isn't it?
No, it's not. Besides, it doesn't matter. They matter. They're the ones that need help right now. And maybe if we noticed...
Nora gestures around the room.
Maybe if we noticed him, things would be different.
Kyra can be heard off stage.
Hey, are you coming?
Nora calls off stage.
Be right there.
Nora to Ava.
You coming?
I don't know. You got chocolate ice cream?
I think so.
If not, you owe me.
Okay.
Ava and Nora exit.
Okay, this next scene is secret. I'm Mr. Phillips. I'll be reading the stage directions.
I'm Rain and I'm reading Ash.
I'm Hannah and I'm reading Kai.
Ash is sitting at the desk writing. Kai enters without being noticed, carrying a cupcake behind her back. Kai stands looking at Ash for a moment. Ash realizes someone is there, turns, and looks at Kai, then looks away.
What are you doing here?
Your mom said I could come up.
She's okay with it?
Yeah, why not? We've known each other since we were 8. I've been in your room 1,000,000 times. Your mom said you were working on a big history project.
There's no response.
The big history project that was due last Wednesday? The project I saw in your hand last Tuesday? And the same yellow duotang that you always used to hand in your history assignments?
Impressions matter.
Your mom said that you've been working hard and you haven't left your room.
No response.
She also said that's probably why you haven't been responding to any of my texts.
No response.
And that's why you couldn't come to my party yesterday.
No response.
I brought you a cupcake. It's vanilla. I know you like chocolate, but everybody does. So I guess you should have come to my party.
Yeah, that would have been something.
It was a good party.
I'm sure it was.
So why didn't you come? No one would have said anything.
Wouldn't they?
No.
Who else knows?
No one.
You told no one?
No one.
Kai, I know you.
Well, I would have told you, but that would have been awkward. I usually tell you everything.
Kai.
No, seriously. Hey, Ash, you wouldn't believe what happened today.
Kai.
I got a note in my locker. Who does that? Nobody writes on paper anymore.
Kai.
I mean, I couldn't have gotten a text, something on Messenger?
Kai.
Seriously, who writes on paper? And it was a freaking novel. Couldn't have been summarized in 140 characters. It took me like 5 minutes to read the whole thing. I don't think it would have taken it so long, but the handwriting was terrible.
Stop it.
Stop what?
Stop making jokes about this.
See? I told you. It would have been awkward. I'm glad you told me.
Why?
Well, it couldn't have been easy. You said you've been having these feelings for a while. To finally say something must have been
a mistake.
Why was it a mistake?
Ash doesn't respond. Ash looks away. There's a pause. Kai carefully sits next to Ash.
I read about this in my psychology class. Facing someone is a female way of communicating.
What?
See, it comes from teaching babies.
She mimes holding a baby in her arms.
Mothers would stare at their children to teach them language and emotions. Males, on the other hand,
write notes.
I see what you did there. You made a joke. Well done.
It wasn't a funny joke.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't a funny joke.
So, what were you saying?
Right. So males, they sit side by side. They got used to communicating.
Gesturing at the fact they are sitting side by side.
This way, so they could throw rocks at their prey.
Why are they throwing rocks?
I don't know. Whatever you would use to kill something, you would need to focus on the prey, not on the other person. So males speak more comfortably, not being stared at.
So,
I'm just going to sit here, like this. See? I'm not looking at you, so you could feel freer to talk.
Why do you think I want to talk?
Because I'm your friend.
Yeah, friend.
I'm your friend, no matter what.
Are you sure about that? It's a really big what.
I know. I read the letter. So?
So what?
What?
Are you just going to repeat everything I say?
I'm sorry, Ash. I'm not good at this. I don't know what to say.
Right.
I just didn't know. I didn't think that you...
That I am...
feeling like that.
Well, I am.
Right. So, how's it going?
How's it going?
Since you, started. Since you...
Realized.
Yeah, realized.
Well, to be honest, I wanted to know how you felt.
Me?
Yeah, I mean, we've known each other for a long time.
Are you asking if I knew? I didn't know. I mean, I never would have thought that you...
That I'm...
feeling that way.
Really? You couldn't tell?
No, you're Ash. You've always been Ash.
But now...
What do you mean, but now?
But now you know.
Yeah?
So how does this change things?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, does it have to change things?
What do you mean?
Well, knowing how you feel, does it have to change anything?
I don't know. I thought it might.
Oh. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe it doesn't have to change things.
Oh?
There's a pause. Ash gets up and goes back to the desk.
So that's it?
What?
No more side-by-side conversation?
Kai, what do you want from me?
Well, maybe some understanding.
What do you mean?
Look, You've been living with these feelings for a while. They aren't new to you.
So?
Well, they are new to me. And I don't know what to think. When I got your note,
When you got my note.
I thought it was maybe a joke.
What?
Well, I didn't know,
So you thought it was a joke?
Why
would I joke about this?
maybe because I don't see it. Maybe because
Ash gets up and sits, facing Kai.
Okay, talk.
I don't.
You were the first person on this planet that I told this to. You are the only person right now in the world who knows.
I know.
I need to know what you think.
I wish I could answer that. I don't know what to think.
Oh.
If this means that you avoid me and you won't answer my texts and you won't come to my party, then I don't like it.
Oh.
Is that what this means? We're never going to hang out anymore?
No, I didn't mean...
You tell me this big secret, then you shut me out for the rest of your life.
I haven't shut you out.
Then why did I have to come here to talk to you? Why did you pretend to have homework all weekend? What?
I couldn't face it. I couldn't face you.
Why not?
Because this could change everything.
Does it have to?
Doesn't it?
You're playing the ending. You know that. You're playing the ending.
What are you talking about?
You're assuming you know what's going to happen instead of seeing what will happen.
What?
So why do you think I wouldn't want to talk to you anymore? Why do you think I wouldn't want you at my party?
Because things have been changing.
Things are always going to change. I don't come here to build forts anymore.
I know.
When was the last time we watched cartoons together?
I don't know.
We're not 8 anymore.
I know.
We've changed a lot since then.
I know.
But we've always been friends.
Friends.
So even if your feelings have changed, I'm hoping we can always be friends.
Okay.
Just give me some time with this.
Okay.
There's a long pause.
So are you going to eat that cupcake?
You know I don't like vanilla.
Can I have it?
Sure.
Ash gives Kai the cupcake, who starts to eat it.
Good cupcake?
Not as good as the chocolate ones.
Too bad you don't have any left.
Well, I might have lied about that.
Of course you did.
You know me so well. Want to come to my house to have one?
You have 2 chocolate cupcakes left?
At least 2, maybe more.
Dibs. Let's go.
They exit.
This next scene is Box. I'm Lauren and I'll be reading stage directions.
I'm Sam and I'll be reading for Quinn.
I'm Alexis and I'll be reading for Remy.
I'm Cam and I'm reading for Jay.
Quinn enters carefully carrying a box. Quinn places a box on the desk and sits on the bed staring at it. Quinn looks at the door. Remy enters.
You took long enough.
Hey, I got here as soon as I could.
You're right. Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, I am okay.
So,
Remy, indicating the box.
So is that it?
That's it.
So what's in it?
I don't know.
Well, how heavy is it?
How heavy is it? How heavy is it?
I thought it was a good question. The weight might indicate what it could be. Does it rattle when you shake it?
I didn't shake it.
Remy goes towards the box.
I can shake it.
Don't shake it. You don't know what's in it.
Okay.
I just don't want to break anything inside, you know?
So, how was it?
What does that mean?
Sorry, I've never been to a... What's it called again?
The reading of the will.
To a reading of a will. I've been to funerals, but not where they hand out prizes.
They're not prizes.
Gift boxes, then.
Remy, this is serious.
I get it.
Do you?
She indicates to the box.
This is his last wish. This is what he wanted to happen after he died.
I'm not good at this. I'm sorry. Why don't we wait until Jay gets here?
Okay.
Do you got anything to eat?
What?
Do you got anything to eat? I'm starving.
No, I don't have anything to eat. We just got back. Dad hasn't gone grocery shopping yet.
Sorry, it's just I came over here as fast as I could. I didn't realize that it would take so long.
I'm sorry that this is an inconvenience for you.
I'm not saying that.
I know. Look,
It's okay.
this just really threw me. I wasn't expecting anything. I mean, I am the only great-grandchild to get anything.
None of your cousins got anything?
Nope.
Not even your brother?
No, he's been bugging me to find out what's in the box. I feel like this must be important, but I don't know why he picked me.
I don't know. Did you have a special connection or something?
Not that I can think of. I mean, I was polite. I listened to his stories.
Well, he must have appreciated you if he left you something.
Maybe, but why me?
Jay enters.
Hey, Quinn. Your dad said I could come up.
Thanks for coming.
You didn't thank me for coming.
Sorry. Thanks for coming, Remy.
You're welcome.
So?
So?
Well, what's
Jay indicating to the box.
in it?
I don't know.
You haven't opened it yet?
Nope.
What are you waiting for?
I don't know.
It's just a box.
But it isn't just a box. It's his box. It's his last box. It's a box he wanted me to have.
Yeah, and?
What if there's something earth-shattering in it?
Nothing that is earth-shattering could fit into that box.
What if there's some family secret? What if there's something that would rip our family apart?
Quinn,
What if he committed a crime? What if there's evidence in there?
You think your great-grandfather committed a crime? Wow, you think you know someone.
Remy,
Seriously, you would never think of old people like that. They're so cute and sweet. You never know what they could have done.
Remy, come on.
Seriously, what if we opened that box and find out Quinn's great-grandfather got away with murder?
Who said anything about murder?
Why couldn't your great-grandfather get away with murder?
Because I know my great-grandfather and he's not a murderer.
Oh. Okay, fine. But wait, what if he robbed a bank and that box is full of money?
It's not full of money.
How do you know? You didn't even shake the box.
You didn't shake the box?
I didn't want to break anything.
Then you don't know what's in it.
No.
Then my guess. Just open it.
Jay waits for Quinn to respond.
Okay, well, then you can have a box in your room, and you can let it gather dust and wonder.
Maybe.
Or you could open it and know.
But know what?
I don't know. What your great-grandfather wanted you to know. Don't you want to honor that wish? We're here. Whatever's in that box, we'll fix it together. Right, Remy?
I don't know.
What?
What if there are body parts from a murder in there?
My great-grandfather didn't murder anyone.
I'm just saying. I don't think it could handle that.
Remy, it will be okay. No body parts.
Okay, but if they're in there, I'm out of here.
So, Quinn, going to find out what's in it?
Quinn takes a deep breath.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll open it.
Quinn gets a pair of scissors from the desk. She takes a breath, then cuts the tape off the box. Quinn opens the flaps of the box and looks in. There's a pause.
So, should I start screaming and running? How many body parts are in there?
There's no body parts, at least from what I can see.
What's in it?
Quinn reaches into the box and pulls out bubble wrap.
Well, there's this.
Can I pop it?
That's usually used to pack something that can break.
Quinn, looking at Remy.
Good thing that I didn't shake it.
Quinn searches through the box again.
I think I found something. Ow!
She retracts her hand from the box and sticks her finger in her mouth.
What happened?
I don't know, just felt something sharp.
It's the murder weapon!
Remy!
Remy.
Hey, until you show me what's in the box.
Quinn carefully puts her hand back into the box.
I think, yeah, here it is.
What
She
is
holds
it?
up a sewing.
What is it?
A sewing needle,
He gave you a sewing needle?
I guess.
That's a big box for just a sewing needle.
Maybe that's how he sewed up the bodies after he murdered them.
Remy, stop it.
Sorry, but you gotta admit it's weird.
Is there anything else in the box?
Quinn takes a few moments to search the box.
Spoon,
She pulls out a spoon of the box.
Remy, don't even think about making the spoon into the murder weapon.
Quinn starts to search again.
I wasn't. I was, okay?
Quinn pulls out half a shoelace.
half a shoelace.
Okay, that's weird.
She starts to search again. She pulls out each item.
Nail cutters, a battery, a quarter. What the heck is this?
There's got to be more.
Quinn pulls out a lottery ticket.
A lottery ticket.
A lottery ticket?
Super Bowl 7. The numbers are 8, 22, 26, 7, 17, 4, 3.
Did it win?
What's the date on it?
3 weeks ago.
Look it up.
Jay takes out his cell phone, looks at the number on the lottery ticket, and searches the numbers.
Well,
Wasn't the jackpot 25 million 3 weeks ago?
I don't know.
It was 25 million.
Are you saying?
No, it didn't win.
So he gave me a losing lottery ticket.
Quinn tosses the ticket onto the desk.
That sucks.
Remy,
What? It does. Why would Quinn's great-grandfather give her a losing lottery ticket?
maybe there's more in the box to explain it.
Jay, I think I'm done.
What do you mean?
It's just a bunch of garbage. What's the point?
You don't know that? Maybe it's a puzzle, and when we see all the pieces, it will make sense.
Jay pauses, waiting for a response.
Come on, just look.
Quinn starts to search again, pulling out another quarter.
Another quarter?
That's worth something.
Yeah, a quarter.
Now I got 50 cents.
Is that it? Is that all that's left in the box?
I skipped dinner for this. I'm hungry.
I felt one thing at the bottom of the box.
Well, what is it?
Quinn pulls out a copy of King Lear.
King Lear? Do you like Shakespeare?
I don't know.
But maybe that's it. King Lear gives away all of his possessions, thinking that his family will take care of him.
Did your great-grandfather do that?
No.
This is really weird. These items don't make any sense.
Maybe if we add the numbers of the lottery ticket together.
87.
How did you know that?
I'm really good at math.
How old was your great-grandfather when he died?
92.
Oh.
It doesn't make sense.
Jay, picking up each item.
What does a pair of nail clippers, half a shoelace, a battery, a sewing needle, 2 quarters, a losing lottery ticket, and a copy of King Lear have in common?
Things you use, things you... I don't know.
Because it means nothing. He was 92.
So, you said you were the only great-grandkid who got anything? That must mean something.
Does it? Or did he just empty his garbage in a box and label it for me?
Jay starts to look at the copy of King Lear.
That kind of sucks. I sort of wish he was a criminal.
Look, this page is a folded corner.
He turns to the page.
And look, this line is underlined. Nothing can come of nothing.
What does that mean?
Exactly that. All of these items, they're nothing.
Oh, but what does that mean?
I don't know.
Quinn takes a copy of King Lear away from Jay.
Maybe don't have a life of nothing? I mean, this is what he had to give me, right? No treasures or secrets, just this stuff.
Do you think that's really what he wanted you to know?
I don't. He was 92.
Quinn looks at Jay and then at Remy.
Come on, let's go get something to eat. I got a quarter in my pocket and it's burning a hole.
That's some quarter.
It's an expression.
I know, just maybe you should keep it.
Okay, I guess it's good life too.
Come on, pizza on me.
Just no pineapple.
Quinn and Jay exit.
But I like pineapple.
Remy exits.
The next scene is packing. I'm Cam, and I'll be reading stage directions.
I'm Lauren, and I'll be reading Jamie.
I'm Leah, and I'll be reading Alex.
I'm Olivia, and I'll be reading Chris.
Jamie is packing clothes into a suitcase in a hurry. Alex can be heard counting to 50 off stage.
48, 49, 50. Okay, ready or not, here I come.
There's a long pause. Jamie continues to pack. Alex bursts into the room.
You have the worst hiding places. It's one thing to be hiding in your room, but to just be standing there?
Alex noticing.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Why don't you go and try and find the others?
You've been playing this game for years. Jane is in our storage area, Kevin is in the garage, and Chris is going to come find me because he's bored for waiting for me to come find him. This is how we always play the game. But you? This is new.
Fine. You caught me. I was trying something new. Now go and try and find everyone else.
But you're...
Alex indicating to the suitcase.
Why are you...
I was trying to figure out a way of distracting you. You know, add to the environment so that you're not seen.
Dad's going to be upset. You shouldn't make such a mess of your room for a game.
I'll clean it up before he notices. Now come, go and find the others.
You've moved a lot around.
It will be fine.
You know that's not how you play the game. You have to come with me to find the others. This is how you play the game.
I know the game.
So come with me to find the others.
You start. I'll be there in a minute.
That's not the game.
Alex, can't you just go?
Pause. Alex is surprised.
What's going on?
Nothing. I just need a break, okay?
But we're playing blob hide and seek. We always play blob hide and seek when your cousins come over.
I'm getting a little too old to play blob hide and seek.
Come on, it's tradition.
Jamie continues to pack.
Well, maybe some traditions need to change.
You're not playing, are you?
I'll play soon. Why don't you go on without me? I'll join in a minute.
You're packing.
What?
I know what you're doing. You're packing.
I'm not packing. I'm just trying to create clutter to hide behind.
Well, you're not doing it very well.
I wasn't expecting you so soon. Come back in 10 minutes and see if you can find me.
Alex heading towards the door.
Okay, but I bet it'll be easy to find you.
Alex stops before the door.
Jamie, you're not leaving, are you?
No, of course not.
Okay. Because it really looks like you are leaving.
I'm not leaving. I was trying something new. Seriously, come back in 10 minutes.
You're leaving, aren't you?
I told you.
I know what you told me, but it doesn't make it the truth.
Alex.
Alex and Jamie look at each other for a moment.
Jamie, please don't lie to me.
Why would I lie to you?
Because you don't want me to worry. You don't want me to tell you.
Alex,
I'm right. You are leaving.
Alex, I'm sorry, but
Where would you go?
It's better that you...
How is it better?
Alex, I can't.
Stop. I don't want to hear it.
Alex.
Just stop.
Alex starts to take things out of Jamie's suitcase.
Things aren't good here.
I know.
And if I stay, things won't change.
I know.
They'll keep yelling.
I know.
You guys will get in trouble for sticking up for me.
I know.
We'll have to keep hiding.
I know.
Dad will continue to...
I said I know.
There's a long pause while Jamie and Alex look at each other. Jamie starts slowly putting items back in the suitcase as Chris enters.
Geez, Alex, I thought you'd be better at this game.
Chris looks at Jamie, Alex, and then Jamie's suitcase.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Jamie is leaving.
Huh?
Jamie is leaving.
I was trying to make a distraction for the game. You know, place things in different areas. Distract the searcher.
No, it looks like you're packing.
I'm...
Packing, right. When are you leaving?
Chris!
Jamie pausing to assess Chris.
I have to leave in 15 minutes if I'm gonna make it in time.
Okay.
What?
Train or bus?
Bus.
What are you talking about?
Smart, which city are you heading to?
Better if you don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
What the heck is going on?
Alex to Chris.
You are okay with this?
It's going to suck. I mean, with just...
Chris gesturing to Alex and himself.
I can't believe that you're...
And you're telling me that you wouldn't be out of here if you could? All the yelling? All the door slamming?
I know, but...
All three pause in silence.
Alex, I'm sorry. I'm going crazy here. I have to leave.
Why tonight? Why does it have to be tonight?
You know why.
No,
Uncle Dave will be pouring drinks. Dad will...
fall asleep easily.
And he won't know, not until it's too late.
There's a pause. Jamie starts packing again.
What about us? What are we supposed to do?
Chris to Jamie.
We'll be okay.
Alex to Chris.
No, we won't.
Alex to Jamie.
What about us? You always stick up for.
Jamie stops packing.
Look, I'll set something up, I promise. I'll come and get you when I can support you.
How long would that be?
I don't know.
So what are we supposed to do? Just supposed to wait? We just have to wait here while he...
I don't know how to do this any other way.
We need you here.
Alex, don't.
You can't just leave us here to deal with him. You know what he's like.
Alex, this is my chance. Possibly my only chance. I've set up...
But you're leaving us behind.
Chris to Alex.
He's got to leave.
Alex to Chris.
But what are we supposed to do?
What we always do.
Jamie won't be here to...
He's got to go.
But what are we going to do?
It will be okay.
You know it won't.
You'll be fine. It will be fine.
We won't be fine. Jamie, please, don't.
If there was any other way out, don't you think I'd take it?
Isn't there?
You tell me. I don't know what to do. You can't talk to Dad. He just gets...
Please.
Jamie looks at Chris and Alex.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay. I'll stay.
Jamie, you can't. You won't get a chance like this for...
I know. Alex, why don't you find Kevin and Jane? They're probably dying to be able to stretch out.
Okay.
Alex starts towards the door.
Thanks, Jamie.
Alex exits.
Nice one.
What?
I'm gonna miss you around here. 2 more years and I'm out of here too. You'll have to keep in touch. We'll have to figure out something too.
I'm not going.
This is your chance. You've got to go now.
I have to stay here.
Jamie.
Besides, Alex is still playing. We'll have to find a new place to hide.
I think you're making a big mistake.
Help me put this
Jamie indicating to the suitcase.
under the bed.
Maybe you can keep it packed, just in case you change your mind.
We'll see.
Jamie and Chris exit.
Our last scene is quiz. I'm Kathleen, and I will be reading the stage directions.
I'm Hannah, and I'll be reading Ellis and Body.
I'm Lauren, and I'll be reading Brain.
I'm Paul, and I'll be reading Subconscious.
I'm Sydney, and I'll be reading Irrational Thinking.
Ellis enters, lies down in bed, pulling the blankets up, and takes a deep breath and relaxes. Brain and body enter.
Getting comfortable.
Falling asleep is...
Oh, socks feel funny. Better take them off. Okay, back in bed.
Checklist. Lunch packed? Bag packed? Alarm set?
Ellis checks the alarm clock.
Alarm is set. Okay, we're good to go.
Ellis turns off the lamp beside the bed.
Close eyes. Get comfortable. Muscle activity slowing down.
Ellis takes a deep breath.
Brainwaves slowing down.
Subconscious enters.
Hey, Sub.
So,
Got ideas for some dreams?
a few.
Wait, what is this?
Ellis turns over.
Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon.
What? What's wrong?
What the heck is subconscious doing?
Phosphorus, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen.
Going over the periodic table.
That can't be good.
Fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium, hydrogen.
No, it's fine. Good, in fact.
What? How?
Helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon.
Quiz tomorrow on the first 25 elements of the periodic table. Just have to list them off in order. Easy peasy.
Oh. Okay. It's kind of annoying though.
Just reinforcement.
Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium.
It's kind of catchy.
Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium.
Boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium.
Magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, chlorine, argon.
Potassium, calcium.
See? We got this.
Wait, listen.
Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium.
What?
Listen.
What?
Aren't there some missing?
What are you talking about?
You said the quiz was on the first 25 elements of the periodic table.
Yeah.
Some are missing.
What?
Count.
Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon.
Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium.
Aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, chlorine, argon, potassium.
Calcium.
19!
See?
I don't understand. We did this all afternoon.
Rational thinking dramatically bursts in. Ellis sits straight up in bed, looks nervous, and turns on the lamp beside the bed.
What's 19 divided by 25?
I don't know.
Irrational thinking says to body,
Get out of bed and get a calculator.
gesturing to Ellis.
Why are you just sitting there? This is a catastrophe.
Okay.
Ellis jumps out of bed and starts looking for a calculator in the desk drawers.
Where is the calculator?
I don't know.
How are we even going to pass the quiz if you can't find a calculator? Jeez.
I don't see it. No, releasing adrenaline and cortisol.
I don't know what happened. I thought we had it.
Carbon, helium,
That isn't right. We are going to fail. There goes our chemistry average.
Body is still searching.
Pupils dilating.
If we can't remember 25 elements of the periodic table, how will we ever pass the exam?
I can't see anything.
carbonation, fizzy drinks.
My mouth is dry.
Isn't this just great? Now we are failing chemistry too, and we won't get any sleep.
Wait!
Everyone pauses.
The calculator is in the front of the backpack.
Ellis gets the calculator out of the backpack.
Great. Now we can find out how badly we will fail.
Ellis uses the calculator and looks at the answer.
76%? 70%? Great.
It isn't a fail.
Might as well be. We'll never get into university with 76.
Oh no.
What?
Heartbeat accelerating,
Starting to sweat here.
Great, now I'm going to stink.
Saying to Brain,
This is all your fault.
I don't understand. We had this.
Well, obviously we don't. I bet we are going to fail English too.
Who was talking about English?
I think I'm going to cry.
Ellis slumps down on the bed.
Body, come on, don't do this.
But she's right.
Body indicates to irrational thinking.
We are going to fail. We're going to have to go to summer school. Life is over.
Ellis places her head in her hands.
Might as well give up now and get some low-paying job.
French fries.
Body, you don't want this, right?
French fries do sound kind of good right now.
No, you can fix this.
No, I can't.
Hide.
No, we can't.
Come on, take a deep breath.
What's that actually going to do besides prolonging our miserable life by breathing?
Brain says to irrational thinking.
Stay out of this irrational thinking.
Then says to Body.
Come on, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is stupid.
Poker set.
Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Vanilla cupcake.
Like breathing is going to do anything, you still won't pass chemistry.
Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Great, you can count to 4. Bravo.
Shakespeare.
Ellis continues breathing.
Muscles relaxing, heart rate decreasing.
Brain says to irrational thinking.
We haven't even done the quiz yet. I bet if we spent like 20 minutes going over the list again, we'll have it.
Ice cream.
In. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, maybe, or you'll just...
And out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4.
Irrational thinking starts backing out through the door.
When the quiz is marked, I'll be back.
Irrational thinking makes a dramatic exit.
Breathe out.
Backpack.
Brain says to Body.
Okay, ready to try this again?
Okay.
Ellis gets a piece of paper from the backpack.
Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron. Hydrogen, helium,
Lithium, beryllium, boron.
carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Carbon, nitrogen,
Oxygen, fluorine, neon.
hydrogen, helium, lithium,
Beryllium, boron, carbon.
Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon.
hydrogen, helium, lithium,
Beryllium, boron, carbon.
Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon.
I knew we knew this. Sodium, magnesium, aluminum,
Silicon, phosphorus, sulfur.
Chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium.
They all seem relieved and excited.
Okay, last 5.
Ellis looks at the paper.
Scandium, titanium, vanadium, chlorium, magnesium.
Scandium, titanium,
Vanadium, chlorium, magnesium.
Iron.
Brain and Body look at subconscious.
It's the next element. I remember seeing it in the textbook.
Okay, here we go. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon.
Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon.
sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicone,
phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chlorium, magnesium.
And iron.
Okay, got this. Now we can go to sleep.
Ellis sits in bed looking at the list.
Feeling more relaxed.
Good.
Ellis puts the list down and lies down.
Checklist. Lunch packed, bag packed, alarm set.
Ellis turns off the lamp beside the bed.
Muscle activity slowing down. Brainwave slowing down.
We got this.
Calmer brainwave patterns. No eye movement. Breathing slows. And body temperature drops.
Both body and brain appear to be sleeping, but not lying down.
REM sleep.
Hello? Hello?
You are watching a room. People come in and out of the room, all needing and wanting something. Some are trapped, some want to leave, some are trying to make a choice, some want to make something happen, and some want to understand. You only get to see a moment of their lives. It's the same room, but a different story.
Well, that concludes our presentation of Same Room, Different Story. But we still have one more bonus feature that we want to share with you today. And that is our drama class's question and answer session with playwright Claire Broome. We hope you enjoy. My first question for you, Claire, is can you tell us a little bit about your drama background?
Sure. So my drama career began when I was in grade 5. We did a play called, it was something like Jody and the Christmas Story. And I really wanted to be Jody so badly because, you know, lead character, all of that great stuff. And I was casted as a book. And I was like, oh, and then I thought, you know what, I'm still going to be the best book I could possibly be. And so I, for some reason, I thought at the time that if you could make all of your lines sound like they were rhyming, that was like really strong acting. So luckily, I, kept going, and I went to something called the Royal Conservatory of Music and Drama. And I started that in grade 8. And so I started doing monologues and all kinds of things like that. And then unfortunately until high school, we didn't have grade 9 drama, which was very sad. But we started in grade 10, and I went to something called OAC, which was like grade 13. And then I decided to go to theater school. So I went to the University of Toronto, and it was a joint program with Sheridan College. And so I studied theater there. While I was in theater school, I ended up working at a fantastic arts camp called Centauri Summer Arts Camp. And they have campers from around the world. It's really cool. They bring in theater professionals to teach and direct. And while I was working there, I was working with a camper, and I was explaining what subtext is. And this light bulb went off for me, and I went, oh my gosh, I think I want to become a teacher. And so that was a really hard thing for me to decide to do, because I had worked in young companies and toured in shows and had done Shakespeare and all that kind of stuff. So I still do performance work, but I also am a teacher now. But playwriting is a huge passion of mine. I started playwriting, I'm going to say when I was a kid, but I don't even remember exactly when, where I'd start writing like little plays and stuff like that. And I would write plays when I was in university and studied playwriting there. And that's sort of where I went with my theater background. So I hope I answered your question.
Very good. I'm going to ask one more question, then I'll open it up to everybody. For questions, by the way, for the class here, you can think about the characters. You can think about if you have questions about your character in general. Claire can answer because she wrote the show. All right. So what inspired you to write the show?
Actually, I wrote a play called 5 Words. and I submitted it to the publishing company called Theater Folk, and they rejected it. And so I felt crushed, and I was like, what, how could this happen? And so I decided I wanted to go back to basics, and I wanted to just focus on playwriting. And so one of the things that was interesting, another playwright who actually owns Theater Folk, but also she's the resident playwright, her name is Lindsay Price. She came in and she was modeling with my students one of her plays and trying things out. And one of the things that she did was she gave every group the same set. And for some reason that really stuck with me in my head. And so when I started writing 10-minute plays, which is a whole genre on its own, I for some reason placed them all in a bedroom, and I thought, let's keep the set the same, and then I'm just going to change who the characters are. And so it sort of evolved out of that. Each performance has its own story, so of where the idea came from. Some of them were writing prompts, some of them were just weird ideas that I had in my head, but the goal was really just to focus on developing characters and creating a situation where if a drama club or a class wanted to be able to work on something, that they didn't have to have a lot of set pieces, because as a drama teacher, we don't have a ton of set pieces either, and I just wanted to make sure whatever I was sending out there, it was doable, and that hopefully people enjoyed it. So that was sort of the inspiration. So I think if you ever get a chance just to write, just write. Don't, if you get rejected, keep going, because that's going to happen sometimes. So.
All right, I'm going to open the floor up to questions. Anyone have a question for Claire?
I do.
Okay, go ahead, Rain.
What
Turn your
gave you
video on so I
the?
can see you.
I can't. It's not working. I'm figuring it out right now.
Okay.
But my question is, what gave you the specific inspiration for this particular play?
So Rain, which plays are you working on, or which scenes are you working on?
I'm in Gone and Secret.
Okay. Secret, it actually started out with the cupcake scene, believe it or not. So the idea of having one person bringing a cupcake to somebody else, I was at school and I saw two students doing that, and I was like, wow, that's kind of an interesting intro to a play. And so I stole that idea. And then the idea for Secret is actually, and I know you want to know, I think you want to know what the secret is that it's a secret. So it's up to you to decide what the secret is. I wrote it with my own thought of what the secret is in mind, and I've brought it to students to read it, and then they all come up with different secrets, and I love what they come up with. And so the idea is that it's kind of up to you, and in fact, even the audience has to try and figure it out too. I really like it when playwrights leave things up to the audience's imagination, or even to the actor's imagination, to make choices for themselves. And I think anytime a playwright can do that, it allows actors to have more opportunities to make those changes. For Gone, I carry around a notebook with me all the time. If you want to become a playwright, please invest in a lot of notebooks. And I sat down one day, and for some reason, Isaac's monologue just came out, and it was just, I had nothing around it. I didn't have the play. I didn't know what was going to happen, but it was just this idea of just wanting to know something so badly and just trying to understand another person. And so I wrote the monologue and I put it aside, and then it was, I think maybe about a month later, I was flipping through my scribbles and I found the monologue, and I thought, you know what, there's something here and I got to develop it. So and I started off with like, who is Isaac talking to? And if we are in the bedroom, why are they in the bedroom? And that's sort of all created. Is anybody here, is the person who's playing Ava, are you here?
Ava, what was Ava? Was Veronica Ava? Yeah, Veronica is Ava.
Veronica? Cool. Yeah. So actually, Ava didn't exist in the original version of the play. What happened was I brought gone into my classroom because I wanted to see how it would turn out. And a group of students decided to do that as their 10-minute play. We do a 10-minute play in our grade 10 class. The grade 10 class is a little bit different because what I have is grade 12s who are directors, and then grade 11s who do all of the production work. So like lighting, sound, and all that kind of stuff. So I try to give them mini scripts to be able to do the whole design behind. So they come up with an artistic vision, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, what happened is we had another student added to our class, and I didn't want to give her a solo play. And so because I was the playwright, and if you do want to make changes to plays, you always have to ask permission from the playwright to be able to make any changes. And so I wrote Ava as a character, and I think she's like one of my favorite characters. One of the things that I've loved is I've seen students direct Gone, and Ava finds the notebook that explains everything, but she keeps it to herself, or we see her sneaking out with the notebook, or there's a discovery that she makes, but doesn't necessarily want to share it with everybody. And I always thought that's a really interesting take on the character. And I love it because she's a character who, she's not my favorite human being because you want everybody to be loving and caring and accepting, but I think she does voice concerns that people have about being part of a group or not being part of a group, which is kind of interesting as well.
Yeah.
So I hope I explained Gone and Secret. I don't know if anybody else has any other questions.
I do.
Claire does. Yeah.
Okay.
In the scene box, are all the items supposed to mean something, or is it just like
Random things?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just like Secret, this is kind of up to you. The inspiration for Box came from going to my 95-year-old great-grandmother's house. I was 19 at the time, and she had just passed away. And we found, I think it was like 20 nail files and all of these like egg slicers and all of these really weird things. And I just thought that was like the craziest things to be able to find. And she had like one knitting needle. And I'm like, why do you have one? Like it should be a pair or something. And so when Box was an idea that I had because I was trying to also balance within the play super serious pieces and then a little bit of things that are lighter. For me, Box is really funny. I just think it's a very weird situation of somebody trying to make sense out of something. So it's up to you whether or not you think the items mean something. But when I was writing it, I just thought it was kind of like a whole bunch of nonsense stuff. And by the way, Claire, I've only met one other Claire in my life, so it's very nice to meet you.
Cool. Any more questions? I'm going to awkwardly wait here until you ask one, so I'm not afraid of waiting.
Is the cast of Homework here?
It should be. Veronica's in it.
And Alexis.
And there are a couple other, but they're not at the meeting currently.
That's okay. So that play, the starting point for it was I read this article about how different marriage was previously to the 1920s, that people really did get married as a way to increase their funds and wealth, and like they would actually like make trades and stuff. So it was more like a negotiation rather than love. And it wasn't until the 1920s that people actually married for love. And I remember thinking then, how did Romeo and Juliet come about? And so that's really what the starting point was basically the thought of how did Shakespeare come up with Romeo and Juliet as like a love story? So that's that one. That one's one of my favorite plays. That one I wrote, it came out really fast. I don't know why. And it was just all of these thoughts, and I loved the goofy feeling of falling in love for the first time, which I hope comes through in the play, and that it does feel awkward and awful, and I hate to tell you it continues even as you become an adult, but it's that was one of my that's one of my favorite ones.
So cool.
Mm-hmm.
Other questions?
Yeah.
Okay, Charlotte.
How did you get the idea for writing the scene after?
After?
Do you mean again? Charlotte?
Is it again?
Yeah.
Charlotte, who are the characters in again? I can't remember. Is that the mom and dad one? And the kids?
Riley and Murray.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That one came from a writing prompt. So the writing prompt said characters are stuck in a room listening to something that they don't want to listen to, and that I'm really lucky. My parental unit, sorry, that's what I call parents. They are still married and they're high school sweethearts and all of that wonderful stuff. So that wasn't my experience at all. And watching my cousin who, unfortunately, my aunt and uncle got divorced, and it was not the easiest thing for her to go through. That was sort of the exploration. I think a lot of times we see marriage breakdowns from the adult points of view, and we never get to really see it from the kids' point of view. And I think that's a really important viewpoint because it's a very valid one, and it's a very important thing for people to share. So is that what you're working on right now? Yeah. So do you think the zombie part is really cheesy, or what do you think about that?
I mean, it sort of fits into the entire thing, but.
Yeah, so I originally wrote again without the dead are walking, I think that's what I called it or something. And it was funny because I overheard two students arguing about zombies and how ridiculous they were. And I thought, well, I'm going to totally steal that. We're going to use it at the end of it because it was a very heavy play, I felt, and so it needed something to liven it up. That was one thing that I learned about playwriting early, which was a wonderful gift, that if you're going to deal with heavy, you have to be able to give your audience breathing space, and so you have to find something else that you can add to liven it up a bit, or to not make it as heavy, because otherwise it makes it really, really tough.
Yeah. Well, and I think that the TV show, The Zombies, I think it makes sense because kids find coping mechanisms and ways to escape their circumstances because they're not in control of their circumstances, so they're forced to be where they are. They don't have a choice yet. So I thought that adding the escapism of the television show and having that be their way to find a moment of happiness and levity within this other situation that they don't have control over, I thought was really smart.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Charlotte, for your question. Any more questions from you guys? You just got to ask one more.
I got a question.
There we go.
Hey, Kim.
For a lot of the scenes, the character relationships are really like strong and deep and like in depth. Are those based on relationships you have or have witnessed like while you were teaching?
Yeah, I think I think you probably, I'm hoping, and I'm going to make the assumption that you have the same kind of experiences with your drama teachers. I know when I was in high school, my drama teachers were my absolute favorite people on the planet. And in fact, I'm actually still in touch with them, which is pretty funny. Watching student relationships and watching relationships is something that I find really, really interesting. I think if I wasn't in theater, I would have become a therapist or something. And I love being able to create relationships and have actual characters explore situations together. I think there's something about characters meeting each other for the first time, it's not as interesting to me, because like that's all the get to know you stuff. I kind of want to skip that and just get to the part where people actually are dealing with either bigger situations or bigger moments. So I'm currently writing a play that's kind of similar to Same Room, Different Story, in that it's one location, but they have different stories. So it's taking place in a cafeteria. And what I'm finding there is it's a different type of relationship, because there's kind of like the private self that you're allowed to kind of reveal in your home space, or even in somebody else's home space. And what I'm finding difficult right now is writing these private conversations in a very public space. And so it's interesting and it's challenging that way. But thank you for the question. Did I answer it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, great question, Cam.
Yeah.